DreAllDay.com.
DreAllDay.com. I'm going to give you all, especially you entrepreneurs, or even if you're not an entrepreneur, you're a professional at what you do and you are focused on having more focus and making sure that you have more time. Because I talk to people all the time and say, I just don't have enough time to get things done, or I'm not as focused as I need to be. Here it is. Turn your notifications off. I'm giving you advice that can actually hurt me, as a matter of fact, because I should be telling you turn your notifications on so that every time I post something, you know about it. But I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna give you this anyway. I'm gonna give you some self-sacrificing advice here. Turn your notifications off. And why am I telling you this? The reason I'm telling you to turn your notifications off is because notifications are distractions. They distract you, they take away your focus, and they take you off of whatever you were doing to make you pay attention to something that is probably not that important, which is why you have a notification for it. Because if it was important, you wouldn't need a notification, now would you? Think about that. Only apps on my phone that I get notifications for is text messages, which is messages that will come from friends and family. Not the same number that I get my daily motivation texts from, that I send my daily motivation text from. It's a different number. So my actual direct number, that number I get notification. Phone calls, which if somebody calls me while I'm working, I do not answer the phone. I just get back to them when I get back to them. They can leave me a voice message or send me a text. And then WhatsApp and Slack, which are apps that I use for direct communication with my staff and direct coaching clients. And that's the way that they reach me, is through WhatsApp or Slack. And those, I do not stop what I'm doing just to go and respond to those messages. I don't stop what I'm doing and respond to any of those, even those 3 that I get notifications for. Everything else, no notifications. So let me tell you where you absolutely need to turn off notifications is every social media app. Turn off all your notifications on every social media. TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. What's the other one? Facebook. All the whatever social media apps you use, turn off all the notifications. You do not need a notification for any of those apps. And here's why. Because you will open those apps again. The general idea of a notification is to remind you that there's something going on inside of an application. So the notification reminds you, hey, make sure you check this app because something happened, right? But here's the thing. Let me ask you this question. Has any of you ever gone a whole day and forgot to check a social media app that you use on a regular basis? You just forgot to check it because there was no notification, so you forgot. You went the whole day and like, damn, you know what? I forgot to check Instagram today. And has any of you ever had that happen? All right, nobody's ever said that before. So turn your notifications off. You don't need them. All they do is distract you, because as soon as that notification hits, you get that dopamine hit. Hey, something happened. Somebody liked my picture, or somebody left a comment, or whatever it is, that somebody liked your post, or whatever it is that you did, or what somebody else did. It takes you off of what you were doing before, which usually is important work. And what you're doing on social media is not that important work. Even if you're a social media influencer and you make your money on social media, you don't need the notifications. You're going to check it anyway. It takes you away from whatever the main thing that you were doing was, and it gets you scrolling on that app again, because the apps are scientifically engineered that once you get in it and you start looking at stuff, what do? You don't just check the notification. You check whatever the notification was, and then what? Do you check the notification and go right back to what you were doing before the notification pinged on your phone? No. You scroll through. What it was supposed to take 2 seconds for you to see, all right, somebody liked my photo. How long does it take you to see that? Less than 1 second to see that. But then you'll end up on the app for another 10 minutes. See, that's the business that they have. That's social media's business, is to get you in there, suck as much time as they can from you, and then they use your time to sell to advertisers. That's how social media makes their money, in case any of you didn't know. Listen to episode 1690 in my podcast where I explain that. Social media makes their money by getting as much time as possible from users like me and you, and then they sell that to advertisers. Hey, Nike, hey, ESPN, hey, Dre, whoever wants to run ads on social media, you got to pay us this much to run your ad, because this is how much attention and time we know we're getting from the people who use the apps. That is their business model. I just gave it to you in a nutshell. That's how it works. It's a beautiful business model. It's an amazing, genius business model, because they make a ton of money because we use the apps all damn day. The more time we give to the apps, the more money that they make. The more you scroll on Instagram and TikTok, the more money Instagram and TikTok make. and you can't stop scrolling. Why? Because they have scientifically engineered those apps to make it so you can't stop scrolling. So what you're going to do is counteract their game. And I'm not even saying this to hate on them. I'm not mad at them for having the business model that they have. I'm telling you this because their business model is counterintuitive to your aims for productivity. See, for you to be productive, you got to spend less time on social media apps, less time scrolling, less time checking notifications. But if you don't go against the grain of what they have going on and fight against it, then you won't be able to spend enough time doing your thing. So it's not that I'm mad at social media. I like social media. I use it just as much as y'all do. Probably not as much as y'all do. I use it as a producer, not as a consumer. But at the same time, my business is not based on how much scrolling I do on social media. My business is based on doing things that generate revenue for me. What generates revenue for them is not the same as what works for me. So their business model and my business model in some ways are in conflict because it takes me away from doing what I got to do if I'm scrolling through doing what they want me to do. So you got to know what your business model is. What makes you money? What are those things that make you money? And does it involve scrolling through Facebook? If the answer is no, then you need to follow this advice that I'm giving you right here. Again, even though this advice could actually hurt me because I post on social media, so I want people to have notifications and immediately respond to anything that I do. But I'm gonna give you the game anyway. I'm willing to give this game away to the few of you who are actually gonna follow it, because some of you are gonna listen to this and you still ain't gonna do it. You're gonna let those notifications keep distracting you and take you away from your work and keep you, basically chasing after a rabbit of what's next, what else happened on social media, what else can I pay attention to, instead of paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing, which is my actual work. Some of you, maybe a handful of you, might follow this. Most of you ain't gonna do it. But if you want to be more productive and you want more focus, I'm giving you a simple but not easy thing that you can do right now that I guarantee will work. So with that said, send me a text. Let me know the best idea you got from this vid, what you did differently. My number is 305-384-6894. And also, once you text me, you'll be in my text community, which means every day when I send out my daily motivation text, that's the message I send out for free to everybody in my text community. Guaranteed to have you focused, sharp, and on point to start your day. You'll be getting that message free every day once you text me. So just hit me at that number right there. And that number's down below in the description, by the way. Secondly, Work on Your Game University. That's the place where I do all my coaching. That's where I do all my direct coaching, all my group coaching, all my courses, all my trainings are there. You get 2 physical mailings that I send out every month when you're a member of the university, called the Black Book and the Bulletproof Bulletin. Only way to get any of that stuff is to be a member of the university. You join it by going to workonyourgameuniversity.com. And that link is down below in the description to this video as well. So, as soon as you get done watching this video, actually you should be doing it while you're listening to me, turn the notifications off. You do not need them. Work on your game. Dre